So obviously it was a close one today, 0-0 of course. How did you feel about the team's effort as a whole overall today?
Yeah, I think effort and attitude that we went into the game with today was pretty good. I think I could feel it from the team. We were hungry. We wanted to get the win, and a little bit. I think maybe a little bit less quality in the final third that we would need to win a game. But overall, we got a first shutout. Happy with that, and overall like solid performance today. Yeah.
Cool. And then, of course, I don't want to go in specifics with officiating, but how did you feel the calls were for both teams? Did you think it was?
No, I think it was fair. No, I think it was good. I do think that from what I see, I don't know if I missed something, but fair. I think very professional crew, and yeah.
Cool. And then with the starting lineup today, any thoughts on the changes? Did you think it was a better look today from the starting lineup compared to other games?
Yeah, we're in a tough stretch when we have a lot of games in a short period of time here. So we go again on Wednesday and then Sunday, then Wednesday, Sunday again. So we do need people off the bench, and I think today we maybe started a little bit differently and just give different looks and give other people chances, and we're gonna do the same thing on Wednesday. I think. We need to build a team, we need to build a confidence, and we need to have the players the experience of playing in positions and making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. So I think we're going to do the same thing on Wednesday, and just kind of happy with a lot of freshmen getting playing time, and we get Ava Kupiko in again, who was coming off a little injury early in the season, so I'm just glad that she's getting in games, and I know she'll help us down the line as well.
Cool. And then when it comes to Welch's performance, how did you feel about today, obviously compared to Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, so she didn't have as much work today. I think just defensively the effort was very good. I think we controlled the back line pretty good. So they made her job easier. But what she had to deal with, sometimes these games when you're not as busy, it's hard to stay focused. And she was ready when the team needed her, and there was kind of few situations that were kind of 50-50, and she dealt with them well. So happy for her first shutout of the season, and for the whole back line and the team to kind of help her with the shutout.
Cool. And then as you mentioned quickly earlier, game's coming up Wednesday. How do you look to turn things around with a short day's notice, obviously? Yeah,
I mean, right now it's not much about training, and like reinventing the wheel, but just recovering and kind of going to that game focus and preparing for the opponent and what we need to do in that game. So we have a day off tomorrow, and we'll come back on Tuesday, get ourselves ready, and we go again on Wednesday, because I think in this short stretch of games, like we just need to be ready to kind of execute in games and adjust, not just game to game, but even within games. Like you saw that today, that there were moments when the other teams start solving each other, so you have to solve, and I think there were definitely periods of game that both teams were kind of going at each other and attacking in a fun way. So I think despite no goals, that the fans enjoyed it, and that they come back on Wednesday.